Good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you're at, ladies and gents. I am Kurojiri, your resident tinkerer and Medarot, and this is the Medarot News Network, bringing you all the latest developments and happenings with our favorite pet fighting robot series. Now, it looks like this week was pretty much a whole bunch of things that were fully to be expected that were announced last week. Last week we had the introduction of Tyrell BT, or basically Twisty Mode Tyrell Beetle, featuring basically just an upspec'd original version with a brand new meta change mode. This week it's essentially going to be in the same vein, but featuring everyone's favorite Candy Apple Red Beetle, Hercules Beetle type Arc Beetle D, finally getting his turn with the treatment as well. Featuring not only just some upspec stats, but also an identical Master Beetle mode to that of Tyrell BT. So to answer the question briefly before we do go on, yes, if you do collect both models, you technically can have two Master Beetle types in the same team. But there is also one major announcement I do have for you guys here toward the end of the coverage, so do make sure you stay around to the end for that so you get the 411 before that news does officially go live. But with that being said, let's go ahead and jump right into what was officially announced for this week, starting of course with the gacha banners and who to expect. Naturally, much like it was last week, we only have one big banner that is going live this week, and that is Pt.2 Arc BDT, with a mostly new kit of Laser T, Rifle T, Gatling T, Biped Legs, and a new leg ability called Sparkle. Now, much like it also was, Arc Beetle DT is also capable of changing into the iconic Master Beetle form, calling upon Tyrell Beetle to give him a helping hand and fuse into one. In this form, however, it does actually play relatively differently to Tyrell's Master Beetle. In this case, Arc's Master Beetle form has a kit of Master Beam, Long Shot, Shotgun, Wheeled Legs, and the leg ability of Auto Charge. And like I said before, yes, if you do end up collecting both Tyrell BT and Arc BDT, you are able to have two Master Beetles in the same party. I'm not sure why you would do that unless it's strictly for the mind games, but I will let you guys decide how you want to put your teams together. To explain briefly, like I said, a lot of what Arc DT brings to the table is basically just some up-spec basic skills with some TP treatment, so nothing really special all around there, but the new leg ability of Sparkle is actually rather interesting, as it grants a damage buff that stays with you until you activate a very specific type of attribute skill, namely that called Prism. Do make sure that you tune in on my channel for his detailed breakdown so that you can understand exactly what Sparkle does and how it works, because it is kind of a first of its kind in this instance. Now, with the inclusion of Arc BDT, we also have two boosted rates that are going to be going live with him this week. Those two boosted rates are for ADV-0 Grain, the original Archdevil type, with a kit of Metaphor Seal, Confusion, Static, Biped Legs, and the leg ability of Blowby. Grain also is capable of changing into a more bestial floaty-like form with a kit of Pile, Destroy, Counterattack, Float Legs, and the leg ability of Adversity. Including alongside him, we also have KLN-01 Unitress, the upgraded King Lion type, with a kit of Heater Plant, Rifle, Gatling, Biped Legs, and Gunman. Now, Unitress also is capable of transforming into a wheeled-like form with a kit of Cooler Plant, Power Rifle, Giga Gatling, Wheeled Legs, and Forester. Now, I'm going to be completely upfront with you for this week in specific. It's going to be pretty unforgiving as far as gachas are concerned, primarily because all three models that are going live this week, Arc BDT, Green, and Unitress, are all meta change type models. So if you are not fully prepared and you do not have the Ruby stock for it, do be prepared that it's going to be pretty nasty if you do end up on the wrong end of luck. So make sure that with these models, it's either you get all the model at once or none at all. Just be sure that you do go in forewarned with this. And it has been kind of brought to attention thus far. I've kind of hinted to it in previous videos as well, but just to say it again for this one, there's a very strong suspicion and inkling that Tyrell BT and Arc BDT will most likely be cycling in and out, since they are not necessarily considered anime exclusive models or collaboration models in comparison to, say, Black Beetle A. So if you end up missing these models in particular and this just didn't have the resources on hand, I wouldn't fret too terribly. I'm going to personally pretend that they're collabs because they were announced same time as one, but this is just me giving you that friendly reminder and assurance there's a chance we will see them again in the future. Now, with the fierce battles we have going on this week, it's going to be a very diverse set of skills across the board between the 6 models present, but they're also all incredibly beginner-friendly type models that can be farmed very easily and used very reliably between a newcomer and even seasoned veterans looking for filler parts. Starting us up on this top row here, we have MDK0 Hemadacker from Medarot 5 with Repair, Double Wave, Sea Legs, and Adapter. Next to her, we have JEL0 Pururun Jelly with Triple Missile, Tank Legs, and Fortress. And then we have CLB02 Side Move with Hammer, Conceal, Guard, Sea Legs, and Explorer. On this bottom row, we have HMS0 Hungarian with Radar Sight, Double Gatling, Float Legs, and Mascot. We have KBT-11 Sagehorn, the German Rhino Beetle type with Triple Sword, Biped Legs, and Generator. And with his twin, we have KWG-11 Hirschkaffer, the German Stag Beetle with Triple Rifle, Biped Legs, and Radiator. Now, like I said, all 6 models that were highlighted this week are all very, very useful in one form or another, and they're all incredibly beginner-friendly parts, so you can use them whether you're just starting out, or if you're a seasoned vet looking for something just to kind of fill in some holes while you're putting a team together for a more lackluster or redundant build based on what you need. But that being said, I do honestly have to give MVP of the week to Sagehorn and Hirschkaffer specifically, because basic sword, basic rifle are incredibly balanced skills you really can't go wrong with using. No drawback on cooldown or no penalties, relatively consistent performance all the way around, and because none of them are heavy parts means you can slip them in basically anywhere and not have to worry about performance. The only real drawback, like it is with any fierce battle, is it does take a little bit of time to raise, but aside from that, it is going to be relatively consistent. The other models here, Hemadacker for Sea Legs with Adapter, Pururun Jelly with Tank Legs and Fortress for extra damage reduction, Side Move basically for a little bit of everything, I guess, if you want to call it. Jungarian as well for Float Legs with Mascot is also very solid for female types as well. So do make sure you farm all 6 of them just to have the parts on hand at the very minimum going forward, so that it's better to have the parts even unraised than it is to not have them at all. Now, as far as event stuff is concerned, it is relatively light on stuff this week specifically. So more or less, we're just going to get a Wave 3 of the anime collaboration, so another round of rewards. With this week, though, we have the opportunity to re-earn GLT-0 Gyrotes, the skeleton jockey type, which actually was a previous event reward, so I did not list it here, but he is actually a rerun. So if you ended up missing him the first time, this is going to be an incredible opportunity for you to be able to collect on him this time around and not miss out. Additionally, we can also earn another profile banner featuring the iconic Master Beetle, since he is getting highlighted in these past couple weeks, and we can earn 2 more different types of gacha tickets and other limited time resources. So, much like it is with any event, do make sure that you farm it and collect all those limited resources, especially with Gyrote specifically, because he is actually one of the few multi-legs, especially with heavy arms at that actually can be put to incredible use if raised correctly. This event specifically will also be ticket-based, so much like it was last week, but this time around we're highlighting the red and the gold ticket bonuses. This time around, for the red ticket bonuses, we'll be having bonuses for Unitrice, Brain, Kabuto Benimaru, and Kuwagata Bison specifically, and at a +3 bonus red ticket bonus each per part, and a +1 bonus ticket each for all of the Fierce Battle parts equipped. For the Medarotters, it is a +3 bonus for either SR, Reg, Nai, or Ikki, and just to specify, these are the regular versions in the general Medarotter pool, not the limited time versions, and a +2 for either of those two and Medarotter Arika, or a +1 for the N ranks respectively. For the gold ticket bonuses, of course, Arc BDT and Black Beetle A will give you that +3 bonus each, and Gyrotes will give you a +1 per part. For the Medarotters, same case, Kokoryu and Anime Nai will give you a +3 respectively for each of them equipped on the team. Just as a friendly reminder, that the bonuses stack per part. So if you have the full set of Black Beetle A, for instance, that is a +12 of the gold ticket bonuses instead of a +3. So a little bit more friendly in terms of bonuses and how to earn them. But again, because this week is going to be pretty heavily reliant on meta change type models, do make sure that you go in forewarned. We also have one final bit piece as far as game stuff is concerned, much like it was last week with Tyrell BT. Arc BDT will also be getting his own super invasion as well, and in addition, his own run of event missions. So the event missions are basically just an opportunity to earn extra gacha tickets and ruby shards that you can use to kind of fill up your inventories and kind of keep your stocks on the higher end. For the super invasion, if Tyrell BT's was any kind of hint, I do kind of expect that it's going to be pretty heavily reliant on HP bonuses and making the enemies a whole lot tankier, or even starting out with full Metaforce charges. So it is going to be a pretty interesting challenge overall, but not anything that can be very easily countered or defeated with the right team builds. Now moving on though to community-based stuff, just as a friendly reminder, we are always looking for translators to assist us with any current projects or endeavors. Right now with Medarot 3 completed and just kind of in that making sure everything's behaving as it is stage, there is more work being put toward Medarot 4 now. So if you are knowledgeable in coding, cleaning, Japanese, or have some time on your hands, or if you know somebody that might be interested in helping out, feel free to join our Discord, the link provided below, and ask around, or send your friend to join as well. Ask around. You can even talk to me directly as well. I keep my DMs open specifically for that reason, and we can get you in touch with the right people to fill you in on what has been done and what still needs done. Medarot 4 is still really early on, sadly, so not a lot of work has really been done into it, but it does have a whole lot more text in it than Medarot 3 ever did. So this one is going to be a little bit more of an endeavor. So we are going to need as much manpower as you guys are willing to offer. So if you would like to help, or if you know somebody that would love to help, feel free to reach out, ask around. I will also put a link to my friend Variant's crowdfunding down below in the comments additionally. I don't really touch on this too terribly often unless it does end up coming to mind, but just as a friendly reminder, if you would love to help but can't translate or do anything on your own, or if you don't know any friends that are able to, you're also more than welcome to donate to a crowdfund to Variant as well, and possibly get some help with commissioning some of that extra translation work to be done, which will really help in the long run additionally, and kind of cut back on the extra work that needs done. Now, the other really big announcement I have for you guys, I'm going to kind of spoiler it just a little bit before I go to the next slide as a friendly reminder. There is actually no MNN Art of the Week this week. There was too much art to pick, obviously, but I actually have a bigger announcement to highlight for it, and that's what I'm choosing to use with this. And it's that I have heard you guys, you have asked, and I have listened. I have finally settled on the details on the back end, and I am very proud and excited to announce that Project Rising Beetle will be hosting a 2024 Ori Meta contest of its own. For those that are unaware of what exactly an Ori Meta contest is, long story short, it's basically a fan design contest. Ori as in original, Meta as in Medarot, translates to original Medarot. We will be hosting our own unofficial community contest here in the Discord server. There will be a link provided below, and there will also be a link provided to the rules in that same Discord as well for all the details on that. But to explain the rules briefly, and just cover it, because you guys who are tuning in are getting the prime treatment and the early announcement. But to explain briefly, the duration will be from October 1st, so 10/1, to November 19th, so just a little over a month and a half. And the theme is RPG, role-playing game. So basically, you will be designing stuff based around that theme. It's abstract enough to let you guys take in any theme and direction you please. There are other clarifications in the rules as well in the Discord. The winners, there will be, assuming that there is full participation, there will be 3 winners selected and 2 honorable mentions. The 3 winners, I will personally hand draw concept sketches and full art for the winning designs, and I will even stream it. If you guys would like to see me work on those, I will happily stream that. It'll give me something. It'll give me something I can do on Sundays anyway, and design and draw your pieces right there, and hand deliver you guys the final result. So that is the big ticket winner at this current moment. And again, as a friendly reminder, I will put this announcement up in the Discord as well, not long after this video does go live. So do make sure you tune in and read those rules, and make sure that you guys are prepared for that. One final reminder as well about the random Medarot kit generator I have. Link will be in that announcement to help you guys jumpstart anything that you want to do with creating ideas. Now, moving forward, this is the big announcement I wanted to include. Friendly reminder, I am also open for commission. No, that unfortunately does not mean I will draw your design for the contest submission. unfortunately. Nice try, but I'm going to catch you guys here. But if you do have any art that would like to be done, though, whether it be a live 2D model ready to rig for VTubing or content creative purposes, a 3D model fully rigged, textured, optimized, ready to go for any other animation purposes, also standard art of varying degrees of complexity and detail, emotes, or anything else of the like, I am more than happy to make something work for you. So feel free to reach out to me on Discord or on Twitter, and we can most certainly try to make something happen with that. But with all that being said, that basically does cover everything for this week's episode. So as far as game stuff is concerned, it's not a whole lot of new stuff per se. Again, mostly all just kind of stuff that was expected, especially with the Twisty Mode Arc Beetle D, and aside from, of course, the other half of the event. Friendly reminder, and I will kind of preface it with this, next week we are taking a break from the anime collab to celebrate Cheerful Bunny's 3rd birthday. So I am expecting a new design for her as we kind of take a brief intermission from that, and I'm excited to see what they do to celebrate one of our favorite MetaTubers' birthdays. But with that being said, if you'd like to know more, you can follow us below on Facebook at the Medarot News Network page, or the Metabots Forever community on there that is also skyrocketing well past 35,000 members and still growing by the day. I'm so proud and astonished by how fast that community is growing. You can also join us on Discord in the link provided and in the comments below to keep an even closer ear to the ground on the action. This includes any new links to merchandise, fan art, contests, my weekly episodes, or anything else of the like in relation to our favorite fighting robots. The Discord is the first place you're going to hear it before it goes anywhere else on the net. You can also follow me on Twitter personally at itsugami-kura, so if you have any questions, feedback, comment, or suggestions, or have anything that you think I should probably do or consider, you are more than welcome to reach out to me. Same case can be said if you are a content creator and would love to collaborate with me, whether that means having you here on my channel as a guest host for the MNN, or if you'd like to have me stop in on your channel for a friendly chat or a game, I would love to coordinate with you. So feel free to reach out to me as well, and we can most certainly try to make something happen. Lastly, do also give these wonderful friends of mine a follow in the Medarot community as well. Kantan Mito, or also known as Kami-chan on Twitter, and Flintlock GP, both wonderful characters in the Medarot community as well. Kami-chan is a robot VTuber that does a lot of Medarot stuff on their streams, and a lot of just a little bit of everything else as a small robot that loves making people happy. Love seeing Kami-chan's stuff. Very cute, adorable model. You will not be sorry. Flintlock also is a wonderful artist in the Medarot community as well, and you most certainly will not be sorry seeing more of their wonderful art in your feeds as well. But with all that being said, as always, I do appreciate you all for stopping in, just as you always do. And until next time, this is your host, Kura Itsugami of the Medarot News Network, signing out.